talk about the Zeniko bicolor inflatable tube lights. This one here is called the OT40 because it's 40 centimeters long. And then back here we have the OT80, which is 80 centimeters long. Now, I use the 80 to film the unboxing of the 40, and I will show some examples as I'm talking of using these lights and stuff like that. But let's talk about it. We'll start with its power source and then kind of go through the light, talk about how you can mount it, different uses for it. So power-wise, it is corded and it plugs in USB, which is a plus and a negative. The good thing is you can battery power it by just getting something like this, which is just a battery bank. And I will link this one down below. It's under 30 bucks and has like 3,600 milliamp hours. So it's pretty killer and has 3 ports where you can use multiples of these at once on it. So you definitely can get it on the go. Positives on that is that you could have multiple battery banks and keep going all day long. If you had a built-in battery, you'd be forced to go ahead and plug it in anyways when it dies. So it's kind of, what would you like? Do you want a built-in battery but have to plug it in anyways, maybe to a battery bank after it dies, or just go ahead and plug straight into a battery bank? I personally would like to see a future iteration with a built-in battery, but this is pretty amazing and the price point's awesome. There is another company making these, I'm not going to mention them, with built-in batteries, but they're like more than double the price. Beyond that, you do have quite a bit of a cord. It's like a 6-foot cord, maybe 5 or 6 foot cord, but on that cord is your controls. So let's talk about these controls right now. It's pretty basic. So you have a power button, a color button, and then these plus and negative. Plus and negative is brightness. Color just cycles through color. So you have 5 color settings and 10 brightness settings. So let's cycle through the colors first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to where I was. And then brightness. So let me go all the way down first. So that's as dim as it gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it gets pretty bright. If I turned off my key light here, and this is what it looks like when I'm using both lights as my key and my fill. I've got the 80 centimeters set up as my key light here and the 40 set up as my fill. And I think it looks pretty good. This would be a great setup for somebody that wants to just set up their studio with these. And then you also have them to just take on the go. You could run one light straight across the top of the camera and go full setup with just one. Let's do that real quick. So I turned off my fill, which was the 40. I'm gonna go with the 80. And if I just, and I'm gonna just kind of balance it here real quick. But if I wanted to, I could just go the 80 bar straight across the top and it would light me evenly and just fine for doing a video. Let's go ahead and talk about mounting while we're there. You've got 2 magnets on the back of it, which is how that's currently mounted. It's magnetized back here to this. This is my 80 back here. And then your other mounting is these little straps right here. They can slide onto something like a normal light stand. I have one sitting back here. Now with it all the way inflated as tight as it is, it's hard to slide it through it. So what you'll want to do if you're going to do that is pull out here and then you just tap this little button in the center. And it takes away some of the inflation. Then you can just put your cap back on and go ahead and slide it up. And if you wanted to re-inflate it all or you needed to, you could do that. But that gets it on a light stand, and I'm currently running this one just off that power bank. To get the full inflation back into it, you just use this cute little pump that they give you, and it is a hand pump, and you'll get a forearm workout doing it, but it does the trick. So just from here to back to full, just takes a few pumps and a few seconds to make it happen. So back to full, and it's not letting anything out even with this not plugged. So push that plug back on. These are some pretty nice plugs, by the way. The only thing I would say on that end of things for the mounting is that I would like to see something like a 1/4-20 screw possibly that has a magnet built onto it, or just like a metal, like a steel surface built onto it that you could use the magnets and then kind of angle it. I just whipped this up with something I had in my basement. It's just like an elbow and an extra adapter to go on top of this 1/4-20 that takes it up to the larger adapter. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called right now, but yeah. So something like this that could go in the back, come with it, that allows you to stick it to like an actual 1/4-20 mount and then adjust your angle. That would be cool to have something like that included in the box for a few extra bucks. You know, crank the price up a little bit and throw something like that in the box. Maybe, I don't know. Versatility of these, like, they are super useful for photography, videography, anything you can pretty much think of you want to use a tube light for, you can use these for. Now, these are bicolor. The fact that they call them a OT40 bi makes me think that Zeniko might be considering doing a RGB version of it in the future. That would be really cool to see. Could get a lot of use out of some background lighting and stuff like that with these with RGB. Now, I mean, obviously you could go just a warm background light or a cool background light with it, but it is a lot of fun to throw like the purples and stuff back here like that. Unlike a typical tube light, you don't have to really find the space for something like this to fit in your bag, because you could just deflate it real easily and it just rolls right up to a very small size. Wrap your cord around it, slide it in your pocket, take it with you. Don't forget your little pump. You only need one pump though for the two of them, so if you have both of them, you definitely could just bring one pump along, and this could fit into a small pocket on your camera bag or in a backpack or a fanny pack or whatever. Then you get on location and you have full-size lights just from pumping them up. You can definitely only get something like that from an inflatable tube light, going from a package that small to a package this size, or even that size, without having all the travel problems with it. Portability of these things is just crazy. I really like these tube lights. I recommend them a lot. If you want to buy one for yourself, definitely use my links down in the description. It's going to help me out a little bit, and it lets Zeniko know that you guys like them. Maybe they'll come out with other iterations if people are buying and using these a lot. Really cool. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more budget videography tips, tricks, and budget reviews and stuff like that on gear you might be able to use. Speaking of that, and Zeniko being game-changing with these crazy lights, they have a game-changing vlogging kit that I did a review on last week that just has a specific feature that I think is crazy and awesome for phone vlogging. Check that out if you're interested in vlogging with your phone. And I'm going to go shoot some more stuff, play with these lights some more. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Peace out. Go shoot something awesome. Don't forget to post your work. Later.